Hey football fans, welcome back to Sure Banker Tips. Now, I know we all love a bit of debate in the world of football, and today we're diving right into a hot topic, the most overrated football players right now. We've compiled a list of players who, in our humble opinion, are getting a bit more hype than their performances on the pitch might justify. Some big names, some big price tags, and maybe a few surprises along the way. So, buckle up, grab your replica shirt, and get ready to dissect some performances. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments below. First up, we're heading to Old Trafford, where Manchester United splashed a fair bit of cash to bring in Chelsea's Mason Mount. The transfer was one of the most talked about moves of the summer, with fans and pundits alike eager to see how the young Englishman would adapt to life at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Now, Mount's a talented lad, no doubt about it. His technical skills, vision and work rate have been praised by many. At Chelsea, he was often seen as the heartbeat of the team, driving forward with purpose and linking up play with finesse. He's got that burst of energy in midfield, can pick a pass, and has the ability to unlock defenses with his creativity. His versatility allows him to play in multiple positions, whether it's as a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, or even out wide. And let's not forget, he chips in with the odd goal. His knack for finding the back of the net in crucial moments has earned him a reputation as a clutch player. Remember that stunning free kick against Wolves? Moments like those are what make him special, but let's be honest, his time at United so far has been a bit like a cup of lukewarm tea. Not terrible, but not exactly setting the world on fire either. The expectations were sky high, and while he's shown flashes of brilliance, consistency has been an issue. He's yet to really stamp his authority on games, often drifting in and out of matches. For a player of his caliber, you'd expect him to be more influential, dictating the tempo and driving the team forward. And for the price tag, you'd expect a bit more of a commanding presence in the middle of the park. The pressure is undoubtedly on, and the fans are eager to see a return on their investment. Maybe he needs time to settle in, find his feet. But the Premier League waits for no one, eh? The pace and intensity of the league can be unforgiving, and Mount will need to adapt quickly if he's to make a lasting impact. The jury's still out on this one, but for now, Mount's flirting with the overrated tag. It's a long season, and there's still plenty of time for him to turn things around. But as it stands, the jury's still out on whether Mason Mount can truly shine at Old Trafford. Next up, we're off to the Emirates, where another big money signing, Kai Havertz, is trying to find his feet. Now, Havertz arrived with a big reputation from his time at Chelsea, a Champions League winner no less. But it's fair to say he's yet to truly convince the Arsenal faithful. He's a player who seems to glide across the pitch, elegant on the ball, but sometimes you wonder if he's in the right postcode, let alone the right position. He's not a natural goal scorer, not an out-and-out number 10, so where does he fit in? Mikel Arteta clearly sees something in him, but for now, Havertz remains an enigma, a player with undoubted potential, but one who's yet to truly deliver on the big stage. Let's be honest, we could have filled this entire video with strikers who haven't quite lived up to the hype, and it's a tale as old as time in the world of football. Every club has had its fair share of players who promised the world, but delivered far less. But Darwin Núñez at Liverpool is a case in point. Signed with great expectations, the Uruguayan forward was seen as the next big thing, a player who could light up the Premier League with his talent and flair. The lad clearly has all the attributes: pace to burn, strong as an ox, and a work ethic that any manager would love. His physicality and speed make him a constant threat to defenders, and his ability to get into scoring positions is undeniable. And let's not forget that rocket of a left foot. When he strikes the ball, it stays hit. The power and precision he can generate are truly remarkable, and it's clear that he has the technical skills to succeed at the highest level. But then we come to the crucial part, putting the ball in the back of the net. It's the one thing that separates the good from the great, the pretenders from the contenders. It's that old adage, you can't teach someone to finish. And Núñez seems to be struggling with that at the moment. Despite his best efforts, the final touch, the killer instinct, seems to be eluding him. And it's not for lack of trying. You can see the frustration on his face every time he misses a chance. The weight of expectations, both from himself and the fans, is clearly taking its toll. He gets himself into great positions, showing his intelligence and awareness on the pitch. His movement off the ball is excellent, always looking to exploit spaces and create opportunities. But then the radar goes a bit wonky. Shots that should be goals end up wide or hitting the side netting. It's a fine margin, but in football, those margins make all the difference. Jurgen Klopp clearly believes in him, and that's a huge vote of confidence. Klopp's track record with developing players is well known, and if anyone can help Núñez find his form, it's him. But the clock is ticking, and patience in football is often in short supply. The pressure is mounting, and every missed opportunity only adds to the scrutiny. Liverpool fans will be hoping he finds his shooting boots sooner rather than later. They know the potential is there, and when he finally clicks, it could be something special. Until then, the question remains, goal or the side netting? Chapter 4. Jack Grealish, £100 million and a haircut. Now when you talk about big money signings, they don't come much bigger than Jack Grealish's move to Manchester City, £100 million. That's a staggering amount of money, and it certainly raised a lot of eyebrows in the football world. The pressure that comes with such a hefty price tag is immense, and it's not just about the money, it's about the expectations, the scrutiny, and the constant comparisons to other top players. You could buy a small island for that. Imagine owning your own private paradise, complete with luxury resorts and all the amenities you could dream of. But instead, Manchester City decided to invest in Grealish, hoping he would be the missing piece in their quest for more silverware. And Grealish, to be fair to him, has shown glimpses of his undoubted talent. His ability to dribble past defenders with ease, his vision on the field, and his knack for scoring crucial goals have all been on display. These moments of brilliance are what make him such an exciting player to watch. He's got that swagger, that ability to glide past defenders like they're not even there. It's almost as if the ball is glued to his feet, and he can weave through the tightest of spaces. His flair and creativity are reminiscent of some of the greatest players in the game. But here's the thing. For that kind of money, you need more than just glimpses. You need consistency. You need to be a game changer in every match. The expectations are sky high, and anything less than perfection is often seen as a disappointment. You need to be consistently delivering, week in, week out. Look at the likes of Kevin De Bruyne or Mohamed Salah, players who are always at the top of their game, making a difference every time they step onto the pitch. That's the level Grealish needs to reach, and that's where the jury's still out on Grealish. There are moments when he looks uncertain, almost as if he's second-guessing himself. The fans and analysts are divided. Some believe he has what it takes, while others are still waiting to be convinced. He seems to disappear in big games, and sometimes you wonder if he's trying a bit too hard to justify that price tag. The pressure can be overwhelming, and it can affect a player's performance. It's a mental battle as much as it is a physical one. He needs to relax, express himself, and show everyone why City were willing to break the bank for him. The talent is there, the potential is immense. It's just a matter of unlocking it and letting it shine on the biggest stages. Only time will tell if Grealish can live up to the hype and become the superstar that Manchester City believes he can be. Chapter 5. Antony. All tricks, no treats? Talking of Manchester, let's hop over to the red side and talk about Antony. Now, there's no denying the lad's got skills. He's got more tricks up his sleeve than a magician at a children's party. But sometimes you just wish he'd keep it simple. He's got a tendency to overplay, to try one trick too many, and the end product often leaves you wanting more. He's like that fancy dessert you order that looks amazing but then tastes a bit bland. He needs to add substance to the style, goals and assists to the stepovers. Otherwise, he risks becoming another one of those flair players who flatters to deceive. Chapter 6. Staying with Chelsea, let's talk about Mykhailo Mudryk. Now, this lad arrived with a huge reputation, a Ukrainian speedster who was going to tear up the Premier League. But it's been a bit of a slow start for him, to say the least. He's shown flashes of that blistering pace, but he's also found that defending in England is a bit tougher than what he might be used to. He needs to add a bit of guile to his game, learn when to release the ball, when to take on his man. The potential is there for all to see, but potential only gets you so far. It's time for Mudryk to start delivering on those early promises. Chapter 7. Next up, we're off to North London, where Richarlison is leading the line for Tottenham. Now, Richarlison's a player who divides opinion. He's got that work rate, that never-say-die attitude, but sometimes you just wish he'd score a few more goals. He seems to spend more time on the treatment table or arguing with the referee than he does hitting the back of the net. He's got all the attributes to be a top striker, but he needs to find that killer instinct, that ruthlessness in front of goal. Otherwise, he risks becoming known more for his pigeon celebrations than his goal-scoring exploits. Chapter 8. And finally, we're back to Old Trafford, where Manchester United have pinned their hopes on another young striker, Rasmus Højlund. Now, Højlund's a big, strong lad, good in the air, and knows where the goal is. He started brightly enough, but the pressure is on him to deliver goals, especially with the injury to Antony Martial. The Premier League can be a tough school, and it's too early to say whether Højlund will be a roaring success or another expensive flop. He's got the potential, but then again, we've said that about a few players on this list, haven't we? So, there you have it, our list of the most overrated football players right now. Remember, this is just our opinion, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say. Some of these players might go on to prove us wrong, to silence the doubters and fulfill their potential. Others might just fade into the background, another expensive mistake in the cutthroat world of modern football. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more football content.